Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, has just shocked the world after he wrote a letter to all the 54 head of state telling them that they are supposed to unite as Africans. Something that has shocked everyone is that these are the president that replied to the letter and what they had to say. You are going to talk about the president that agree that Africans should unite and the president that didn't agree to the letter of Ibrahim Traore, where they have been insinuating that they want Ibrahim Traore to step down because he's not officially elected as the president of Burkina Faso. But there are some of the head of state that agree to whatever that Ibrahim Traore had said. I'm going to start with the name of the president that doesn't agree to whatever that Ibrahim Traore said about unity amongst head of state in Africa. This is something that people were waiting for. This is something that has shocked everyone. That why are some of head of state don't want Africans to be united, and why some head of states wants Africa to unite. These are the first name of head of state that didn't agree with Ibrahim Traore, and they say that they can never ever work with Ibrahim Traore. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the love. God bless you. God bless you. If you are new here, kindly subscribe and click the notification button for you to never ever miss any story that we post here in our channel, because we always focus on whatever that is trending in the world of internet. We are here to educate you. We are here to make sure that Africans are united. We are here to give you trending news, more so whatever that is happening in Africa. Ibrahim Traore shocked the whole world after he had written a letter to all head of state in Africa. These are the presidents that declined to the request of Ibrahim Traore, and also these are the presidents that accepted the request of Ibrahim Traore about unity amongst Africa. The presidents that declined to the request of Traore, number one is the president of Cameroon, Paul Biya, who has been in power for almost 42 years and he has done totally nothing to the people in Cameroon. Paul Biya, who declined to the request of Ibrahim Traore. Everyone was anticipated for that because this president is the biggest puppet in Africa. The other president is the president of Equatorial Guinea, known as Teodoro Obiang Nguema, who declined to the request of Ibrahim Traore. This president, something that is going to shock you, his deputy is his own son. His deputy president is his own son. So that's how the people in Equatorial Guinea are really suffering, because this is a president and also electing his own son to be his own deputy is something that doesn't make sense. So we really expected that this person cannot agree to the unity amongst Africans because he's selfish and is spreading nepotism in Equatorial Guinea. The president of Equatorial Guinea, known as Teodoro Obiang, who declined to the request of Traore. The other president is the president of Zimbabwe, known as Emmerson Mnangagwa. The other president is the president of Ivory Coast, where coup attempts against Ibrahim Traore was planned. Alassane Ouattara, who has been in power for so long, since 2010 up to now. Alassane Ouattara has done nothing to the people of Cote d'Ivoire. Declined to the request of Ibrahim Traore. Shame on those presidents that did that. The other president is the president of Congo, Felix Tshisekedi. We knew very well that this was not going to happen. Felix Tshisekedi cannot agree to work with Ibrahim Traore because this person is depending on the West for security in Congo. So it was guaranteed sure that Felix Tshisekedi was not going to accept the request of Ibrahim Traore. Absolutely sure. The other president is the president of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who declined. The other president is the president of Liberia, because the president of Liberia is just sure he don't want unity. This is a president that right now is working with the West, known as Joseph Boakai, humiliated in front of so many people. Shame on you. The president of Algeria, Tibon, who declined to the request. This is official, this president. The other president is the president of Eritrea, known as Isaias Afwerki. declined to the request of Ibrahim Traore. The other president is the president of Djibouti, Ismail Omar, declined. The other president is the president of Nigeria. It was guaranteed sure that the president of Nigeria don't want Africans to be united, because he was the first president that declined the request of Ibrahim Traore to unite as head of state with him. So Ibrahim Traore was requesting them that if they can work together as Africans, but this person declined, and he said that he can never ever work with Ibrahim Traore. It means that Ibrahim Traore is really trying so hard to make sure that Africans are united, but most head of state don't want that. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, declined. The other president is the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, declined to the request of Ibrahim Traore, saying that Ibrahim Traore is working with his own opponent, who is Julius Malema. So he can never ever agree to the request of Ibrahim Traore, Cyril Ramaphosa. The other president is the president of Egypt, known as Fattah el-Sisi. Fattah el-Sisi, the president of Egypt. We knew very well that this was going to happen. The other president is the president of Malawi, Lazarus Chakwera, who is the biggest puppet. Right now, the people in Malawi are decrying about this president, because they are claiming that this president has done absolutely nothing in Malawi. The other president is the president of Somali, known as Hassan Mohamud. The other president is the president of Ethiopia, known as Taye Selassie. The other president is the president of Mauritania, known as Mohamed Olu Gauzini. The other president is the president of Benin, known as Patrice Talon. The other president is the president of Burundi, Evariste Ndayishimiye. The other president is the president of Sao Tome, known as Carlos Villanova, the president of Sao Tome. The other president is the president of Comoros, known as Azali, the president of Comoros. The other president is the president of Tanzania, who declined to the request of Ibrahim Traore, known as Samia Suluhu Hassan. The other president is the president of Cape Verde, known as Jose Neves. The other president is the president of Sudan, known as Aden Fattah. The other president is the president of Zambia, known as Hakainde Hichilema, the president of Zambia. The other president is the president of Morocco, who declined to the request of Ibrahim Traore. This is the true list. He's known as Mohammed, the president of Morocco. The other president is the president of Lesotho, a country known as Lesotho, known as Let's See, decline. The other president is the president of Sierra Leone. It was guaranteed sure. You know very well that the president of Sierra Leone is the one that is working hard to make sure that the government of Ibrahim Traore goes down, because he's the new president of ECOWAS, Julius Maada Bio, declined to the request of Ibrahim Traore. He even said that Ibrahim Traore should stop whatever that he's doing, because he was not democratically elected, that he needs to stop whatever that he's doing and he needs to go home. The president of Sierra Leone, known as Julius Maada Bio, who declined to the request of Ibrahim Traore. This is something that people saw it coming. This is something that people were anticipating for it. The other president is the president of Kenya, William Kipchirchir Arap Ruto. We say that if there is no democracy, we are not going to negotiate with any militia government. That is the president of Kenya, William Kipchirchir Arap Ruto. I'll be telling you that Ruto is a chameleon. You know very well that last month, the chief of staff, the chief security personnel of Burkina Faso was here in Kenya. That was Omar Yabre, was here in Kenya. Right now, Ruto coming out and say that he cannot work with Ibrahim Traore, it's something that doesn't make sense. It's something that it means that this president is very selfish. This is a president that thinks about himself. The president of Kenya, who is William Kipchirchir Arap Ruto. The other president is the president of Togo, known as Faure Gnassingbé. I'm wondering is this the president of Togo? Because right now, the people in Togo have given this president a lot of authority. Have given this president cannot be, something that people doesn't know is that right now, the president of Togo cannot be removed out of power. He's not officially elected, but this is a president that was elected by the cabinet military. They are having right now two presidents. The first one was elected by the people, and this person, they have been put there by the cabinet docket. And he has been given power more than even the president, because I'm saying that Because this is now the president. If you are being given power more than the president, you are the president. Known as Faurel Nasimbe, who has been given power not to get out of that seat. He has done absolutely nothing yet. He is coming in and say that he cannot work with Ibrahim Traore. The other president is the president of Eswatini, known as Mswati III. The other president is the president of Guinea-Bissau, known as Embolo. The other president is the president of Madagascar, known as Andre Rosaline. The other president is the president of Liberia, known as Ali Menfi. The president of Liberia. You know very well that Ibrahim Traore came out and said that he's going to support the son of Gaddafi, who wants to vie once again. So the president of Libya cannot support whatever that Ibrahim Traore wants in Africa. President. The other president is the president of Mozambique, known as Daniel Chapo. Daniel Chapo, who is the president of Mozambique. Those are the presidents that have come out and they have said that they cannot unite with Ibrahim Traore. But these are the name of head of state that have declared they are ready and they are fully ready to work with Captain Ibrahim Traore. The first president that is the new president that have come in and supported whatever that Ibrahim Traore is championing for is the president of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, who has come in and said that whatever that Ibrahim Traore is saying is really amazing. It is time for Africans to unite. It is time for Africans to work with one another. The president that right now supporting Ibrahim Traore letter on unity amongst head of state, Paul Kagame. The other president is the president of let me confirm. The other president is the president of Botswana, Gideon Duma Boko, has come in and said that he really accepts and is ready to work with Ibrahim Traore on uniting Africa, known as Gideon Duma Boko. The other president is the president of Angola, Joao Lourenço, who has come out and said that he's ready to make sure that Africans are working together, Africans are loving one another. The president of Angola, Joao Lourenço. The other president is the president of Ghana, John Mahama, who has come out and said that he really loves Ibrahim Traore and is ready to accept the request of Ibrahim Traore to work together as Africans head of state. The other president is the president of Senegal, Faye, who has come out and said that Ibrahim Traore is a young leader and is ready to work with him on uniting Africans. The other president is the president of Chad, known as Deby Mahamat. Really loves Ibrahim Traore and is ready to support Traore. The other president is the president of Namibia, Nendi Ntumbo, the female president who has come out very vibrant, very, very eloquent, has come out and said that he really loves and he has agreed to the request of Captain Ibrahim Traore. The other president is the president of Gambia, known as Adama Barrow, really accept Traore's request of uniting Africa. The other president is the president of South Sudan, known as Salva Kiir. Salva Kiir has come out and said that these West are using us, these West have been using us for their own self-interest. Whatever that Ibrahim Traore wants us to do as head of state, Salva Kiir, the president of South Sudan, has said that he's ready to work with African head of state, accepting the request of Ibrahim Traore. The other president is the president of Tunisia, the new president that has come in and supported Ibrahim Traore. It means that most head of state have woken up. Most head of states are ready to support one another. Viva, viva. This is something that we are waiting for. This is something that we saw it coming. The president of Tunisia, Kais Saied, the president of Tunisia. The other president is the president of Gabon, Brice Oligui, has come in and said that he's ready to work with Ibrahim Traore in the mission of uniting Africa. The other president is the president of Niger, who is Abdurrahmani Chieni, coming out and say that he's ready to work with Traore with fully whole heart. The last president that has accepted the request of Ibrahim Traore is Assimi Goïta, the president of Mali, and say that whatever that Ibrahim Traore is doing is really amazing. This is the time that Africans need to work with one another. This is the time that Africans need to work together. What Ibrahim Traore has said in that letter is ready to accept it and is ready to work with other head of state. Those are the head of state that has accepted the request of Ibrahim Traore, and also those are the head of state that doesn't want to work with Ibrahim Traore. If you're new here, kindly subscribe, click the notification button for you to never ever miss any story that we post here in our channel, because we always focus on whatever that is trending in the world of internet. I'm here to educate you. I'm here to inform you. You are not going to get this in any other channel but only Chris Nolan TV. Chris Nolan TV, the home of trending story. Kindly subscribe. You can also support us with anything that you have through super chatting us, because coming up with this content, doing research is always very, very difficult, but we are doing sacrifice because of you, our audience. We are going to give you proper news. We are ready to give you important news that is going to unite the whole of Africa. Everyone is not going to benefit the time that you do your best to do this unite African, but our main focus is to make sure that Africans are united. It's to 70,000 subscribers. Share, so that you can see presidents that are ready to work with Ibrahim Traore and presidents that are not ready to work with Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso. Until next time, we always say game over. We highly appreciate, we really appreciate the support that you guys have been giving us, the love that you guys have been giving us, all the comment, all the correction. We really appreciate, and we don't take that for granted. We really appreciate. Until next time, we will say once again, game over.